Okay, so today is June 1st. It's been a while since I've been over at Armenian town, but I wanted to give you some very interesting updates. Okay, I'm watching all the people leaving the downtown area, going home to their north suburban areas, because most of them don't really live where they work, except for the Bitwise people, which we'll get into that a little later. Okay, so as you can see, they're over there still busy as little beavers, trying to turn his court-ordered historical shells into livable homes, because they got some money from Arambala passed through to Miguel. That's how it's operating with the state money, and then they had to launder it somewhere. Okay, so they decided to sneak this in on the agenda 6 days after Tom Richards signed the agreement, and almost snuck it by us heirs, but we were there to show up. But since we contested it, they would not allow us to talk about it. Okay, so I've gone over this before. If you're not doing anything illegal, why would you cut my mic off? And why would you say that these were always meant to be livable homes when we know that's not true? To remind you guys, they have absolutely no water. We found that out with the PIO report when the fire broke out in 2020. They have no electricity. They did slap on some electrical boxes on these beautiful homes. They put new windows in. They're going to have to redo these shells, because that's what they are. They're historical shells, court-ordered to be moved here in 2008, okay? Part of a master plan, CUP, for Armenian town. No driveways, no garages, no insulation, no air conditioning, no heating, and I'm on record. These will never be low or high income housing. They will not be turned into barrios. They will be what they were court ordered to be, and that is historical resources. Okay, that's why they were moved here by this historical bakery, grouped here for a purpose, and by our historical church. That's what the whole purpose of moving these homes here, that were taken under eminent domain, okay? This is one of our little rich bastards coming in over here. I wonder who this is. Tom Richards or Scott Anderson? Okay. Well, which one it is, they're breaking the law, and they're part of this ongoing Operation Rezone that has been going on forever with the FBI. So let's move forward and talk about Bitwise and the misappropriation of money there. Okay? And there's a poor black guy that works for him. I always make fun of him that he's sucking their white dick. Yeah. Yeah, how do you like working for the man, huh? Breaking the law. They know what they're doing. That's why they're hiding everything. So they have to make these homes appear as if they're livable, because that was the stipulation of getting that money through Arambala. But let's talk about something more fun that's been developing lately. So we're all familiar with Bitwise. We should be. It's this interesting group of people who took some of our old warehouses downtown Fresno, were able to purchase them with government money, and the city council continued to get them government grants. The last total I got was over 80 million, without doing any audits on this company or profit and loss. They're now at a point where they've not paid their taxes. They've had to furlough all their employees, which, look, maybe I may not agree with them politically, but I think what they were doing for downtown Fresno was very admirable, okay? And making these warehouses into very workable stations. I think it was a very good thing of the future, but they didn't have a business plan. And then shame on the city council for issuing more, 80 million of your money and my money for these people, and not even doing an audit. These people are bad stewards of your money, folks, okay? We won't even go there about the cash-in thing that they did last month, giving him 2.7 million of ARPA. That was federal money. When they went over their capitation, you see, the city council has a capitation of 1 million, and they went over their capitation. It's okay if they break ordinances. When they did all this, they didn't notify everybody here within a certain amount of footage, which are required by law, that there's a change going on. They didn't even know, the bakery didn't even know about it. The church didn't know about it. Nobody around here knew about it. Even the appellate court did not know about it over here. That's what all these cars are from. So I work over here at the appellate court. So they didn't even know. So they broke that ordinance. The other ordinance that they broke was they bypassed the Historical Preservation Commission and snuck this in and didn't even confer with them. Okay, because they would have said no. Then the other thing they did was hide it from the public, so the public couldn't vet this. They kept everything very sneaky and secretive, okay? And that's what these people do. They destroy your history and your culture because they're bastards, all right? They're also involved with the high-speed rail. That's Mr. Richards. He is Mr. High-Speed Rail. And we all know about the money pit there, how much money is never enough. They're always looking for billions more. By the time they even complete the damn thing, it's going to be so outdated, it's not going to be funny. So that's what these things are. They're here for money pits, to suck out money, suck out government money. That's what it's there for. So let's take a walk down here to the appellate court. Okay, educate you guys a little bit more. They have cut back the weeds. I think they're getting the message that I'm putting out that this is a fire hazard. But look at the sidewalk, you guys. This is shameful. Look at this. Weeds everywhere. Takes one match. At least the homeless are kind of staying away. I hear they do creep back, but my people kind of chase them out. That's what it takes. You just have to tell them to leave. Give them a ride somewhere else. Get the hell out of here, basically. Okay, so this is all part of the historical Armenian town. Actually went 60 blocks by 60 blocks, but we've been eroded to nothing. Look at this. Look at this workmanship, people. Is this acceptable to you? This is embarrassing. Dyer, if you're watching, you should be embarrassed. So, my grandmother again lived right over there. These houses were seized. They were on these dirt lots or weeded lots. These homes were seized under eminent domain for the purpose of the freeway. 47 years later, ain't no freeway here, honey. So I'm going to cite the case Bruce Family versus City of Manhattan Beach. When you seize property for a specific reason, you have to use it for that, or you have first right of refusal, the right to buy back your property of which they stole it from. So 47 years ago, I can tell you they gave everybody one price. It was like $30,000 for their beautiful Queen Anne homes. Okay, I'll get over here to the shade. I do know some attorneys that work in this appellate court, California State Appellate Court, and they tell me that not even all those offices are even full in there. And they never have been since they've been built about 18 years ago. It's basically just a paper shuffling place. That's what it is. It's just the appellate court. When you have an appeal, it comes here and it goes through all its little legal gymnastics and all that. Okay? So you can see they did a nice job, but the homes that were there were very beautiful and very historic. It's a sad, sad thing to even think about. So bid-wise, how you guys feeling about all this information that's coming out, how your city council is appropriating money to certain groups and they're not even really legitimate businesses? I mean, if you're not reading up on the Bitwise fiasco, they never even took any audits, but it kept issuing them more and more money, kind of like a money laundering scheme as a money pit, kind of like the high-speed rail. They just furloughed their whole work staff. And in my opinion, I was kind of worried a while back when I heard they were buying property in Bakersfield and also buying property in Ohio, out of state. That's what I heard. I didn't read that part. I did read about Bakersfield, and I'm thinking, I wonder if they're overextending themselves and using the property as collateral to get more millions. But where in the world is the profit and loss and their source of income? Okay. Now they had something to do with tech. They would get some contracts with state and Fresno Unified, and actually even had courses on teaching IT and things like that. But it was a very big mystery how much cash flow was actually coming in. So they were basically living on this grant. is my opinion from everything I've been reading. They have not paid taxes in over a year, okay? But they've been living on our money. So this is going to be quite an embarrassment for Fresno City Council, who keep spending our money like drunk sailors on a 24-hour leave. They're not good stewards of our money. You do not want these three criminals that think they're going to be running for county supervisor to be moving over there because they're going to keep doing the same behaviors. So you better hope and you better pray that the FBI, who is still here after Operation Rezone, which was approximately 18 years ago, they never left, okay? Many people have talked to them. I'm not going to say who, but they have paperwork. They have it all pieced together. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with this latest, I'm going to call it Operation Rezone number 2. It's basically money laundering your money, and you have no say. They always cut you out of the equation, the community, because I know several people were upset about Cashin getting $2.7 million because he had a water problem at his new development in Fancher Creek. Ooh, okay. They cut the community out of the equation so you can't say anything. They keep it from you. You don't get a chance to vet it. Kind of like what he did with Cesar Chavez Avenidas, which will be 10.4 miles if it ever comes to fruition. He kept us out of the equation. Just took a vote and they said, okay, that's it, good to go. Your opinion, we don't care about your opinion. Votes don't matter. Only our opinion matters. Only our say-so matters. This is Miguel's world. Okay? Almost like a cartel, but not quite as... he's very clever with finding money, but where his Achilles heel is he's very sloppy with paperwork, okay? So getting back to those homes over there that were court-ordered in 2008 under a CUP plan to be historical resources. That's the court, and that is the legal definition of those homes. That were seized from other parts of Armenian town and brought there as shells. No water, no electricity, no air conditioning, no heating, no driveways, no garages. And they're in there trying to make them livable homes, putting in another 100,000 per home. They got 1.7 million. I say they. That was a successor agency, and Tom Richards' Pinstar going under Asoyan, and his project leader is a despicable human being, a white guy by the name of Scott Anderson, who likes to throw around, but I'm married to an Armenian. Like we really care. We care about our history. We don't care about some trash that you're married to, okay? Makes no difference to us that you're breaking the law. That's the bottom line. Whether you're married to an Armenian or not means nothing. You're lying and you're cheating. Same old Fresno City Council ways, okay? And they're letting these developers get away with it all. So let's see what's going to happen here in a few weeks with the FBI and all this money misappropriation of public funds being laundered to these certain projects that never really come to fruition. Why is that? So I think Armenian town is just being used as one big money laundering scheme, one big money pit, just like the high-speed rail, which is the main developer on this, Pinstar, Tom Richards. He is high-speed rail. He's the developer for it. So you can see where I'm going with this. How many billions, not millions, billions have they gotten for high-speed rail? And it's never enough. They always come back looking for more. And then the date of the finished result keeps being pushed out to 2028, 2030. By the time they even finish it, it's going to be so outdated with old technology. But you can see, Armenian town. These homes were meant to be part of a CUP, part of historical Armenian town. Those homes right there, they were never meant to be livable. And they never will be. We will not allow it because they are not welcome in this neighborhood. They're only being welcomed as historical resources, which is what the court order says. It will never happen because we won't let them continue taking a hatchet to our soul and to our heart And that's what these people have done, including Mr. Gary Bredefield. He's part of this bullshit. Him and his little buddies, Arias, Chavez, and the rest. And they want to run for county supervisor. Do you really want that dysfunction at our county? You want all this money misappropriation going on? It's not going to stop until the FBI swoops in again. Now, they did swoop in 20 years ago. They are here. They never actually went away. Quite a few people have spoke to them. And I have to say this, Miguel is very clever with finding money. He usually gets it through his buddy Arambala, and he washes it to where he needs to. Right at the same time frame he did this, he got $7 million for Artis America Museum, 0 for our African American Museum, and for us Armenians, illegal affordable housing, going against a 2008 court order. That's what these people do, okay? So let's hope they're part of this investigation that's coming up with Bitwise. All this money going to things that never happen. They never come to fruition, you guys. You see? So Miguel is very clever. He knows where to find this money, but he's sloppy. That's going to be his Achilles heel, is his sloppiness. Okay? These people have no intentions of ever honoring the Armenian community that built this town and our agricultural capital. All they want is to suck money out, okay? They want to destroy and suck it all out. They don't give a shit about history. They don't care about anything but bottom line. Actually, this is chump change to Mr. Richards. You know, the high-speed rail is bringing him $80, $90 million out of the billions that are being piled into it. Again, same situation as Bitwise. Look it up. Do your own judgment. Do your own research. Okay? They get the money from the federal or the state or local money. They pass it through to the groups they want. Screw the ones that they want to screw over. And then nothing ever happens. They're not really doing anything with the money. So you watch the next couple of weeks. This onion is going to peel back more now with Bitwise being exposed. And I'm really sorry for the Bitwise people. They may not have been the same political persuasion as me, but I really did like what they were doing. They took old warehouses and turned them into workable spaces. But where it got murky